Hello everyone, I'm Ep-3004. Welcome back to Satisfactory. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. I always enjoy having you here. Sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and let's get into some gaming. So I did make some changes after the end of the last episode. So after we got done doing all the Fixmas stuff, I decided to add a couple of more things. It isn't anything very important or anything, and then I'll go over something else I did too. So I have another snowman right here that I put in, and he's facing like off that way. And then I put in another candy cane facing towards the tree. So it's pretty much opposite of this one. So that's what I have going on here. And I have the snow throwers, of course, snowing on the Christmas tree. So all of this stuff is now done. We can't build anything else. But what I have done is, before we get into what we're going to be doing today, I have done some changes, and I'm just still making all the Christmas stuff. And what I did is, right here, we're making the silver ones right here. And so I have those guys going out here, and they are going across along with the gold ones right there. So you have the gold ones back there and the silver ones straight ahead. And they're going over here, and I have those guys going into here. And then I have a whole bunch of these Fixmas bundles being done, the ornament bundles, and I have the wreaths going into here. So we have a bunch of them happening, and I am storing those guys in here just because I can, because I want to. I want to collect that stuff, for a little bit while the thing is still going until the 18th of January. So that way we have that. I had to thread it around this thing that we have here, and that was the fun part. I was trying to figure out how I was going to do all of that. And I also have a whole bunch of things here because I have to have those leaves going into here to be able to make the wreaths. So I kind of had to rework a lot of things to get a lot of things going, but I think it works. I think it's good. We can now scan for some other things, if I do remember correctly, and there's some things that we need to do. I want to show you something that I built before we get going too, so that way you can see. And what I'm planning on doing is making a change to what things are done where. Let me go see if this is the right one. If not, we'll take the other one. Okay, that one doesn't have very much, so I'm thinking it's this one. Let's go and take this tractor. I do believe he is full. Oh, he doesn't have any fuel. How do you like that? Okay, there we go. He now has fuel. Let's take this guy. We're just going to go around. I'm going to probably not worry about collecting the gifts right now, for the main reason that I have a huge container of gifts right there, and I also have all those ones on the conveyor belt, so I'm not really too terribly worried about it. Plus all the ones that are up underneath, the place where we were making all of that. We're going to go all the way over where those other power lines are. I'm going to show you what I've done. Did make it a little easier to get over there for a little bit of it. I did put in some platforms so that I don't have the struggle of trying to jump over. Oh, hey, he bounced off the tree. Jumping over all of these things all the time and just careening everywhere. So I do have that going on, and that seems to help a little bit. First thing that I had to do over here is make some changes to over here, because for one thing, I thought that I could run a refinery and have 3 of these running, but it just doesn't work that way. I can only have 2, and that's the only way that it actually works right, so I've had to do it like that. And then of course I still have the plastic going into here. I have a whole bunch of this plastic which we may need in there, so if we need that I can use that. And then over here, of course, I have this guy making a whole bunch of things. There's 8 coupons there. So I had to rework the water lines and all of that too, and these oil lines, to make that work. So I only have 2 of these powered things on each one. At least I believe that's the way it is. Because if I remember correctly, I tried doing 3. Okay, yes it is. And it kept on running out. It seemed like it would work. It says that it will work, but the truth is it will not. And so that's also something to know. And I also have some of that stuff going into here. So that is the plastic, and I really don't need to keep it if I already have 1 container. right there in front of us is something that I want to show you as well that I've been working on a little bit before the Fixmas stuff was, you know, getting done. So I have a place, and I'm gonna see if I can do something. I haven't done it yet. I did build one of them, and I built a short little section of it, and then I dismantled it because I was trying to figure out how I was gonna do it. Over here, what I have is basically a setup for like a power station and all of that, and I'm gonna have the 2 power stations right here that are going to be running off of these refineries. So I'm just going to have 2 refineries coming off of, or 2 power stations running off of this refinery. And then here I have this is a oil extractor on a pure node. It should be able to handle at least 2 to 3 of these, and it might even handle 4. And if it does, then I'm going to have that come to here, and then we can have, this is going to be the power. This is going to be also the petroleum coke that's going to be made in these. So these guys are going to be making the petroleum coke. There's 2 of those, and then I have 3 of these refineries right here in a row. And I'm going to take the line from here, hook it up, and split it into those 2. And these guys are all going to be making plastic. So I was going to do that. That's just the fuel. These guys are going to be making plastic, but I'm actually going to switch that, I think, to rubber, because I need rubber now. And so what I'm probably going to do right now is just go ahead and switch it. I can keep a plastic for right now, I guess, until I know for sure, because at the other place, I don't need that to be so much. I still have to hook up all the lines and everything, like this water line and all of that stuff. I can actually put it over there more. I just need to still get things figured out. There were some creatures out here. I took care of most of them. Got them out of the way, so we'd have them gone. And I just wanted to show you this out here. I'm planning on making a train come out here, and I'm thinking about having the rubber out here, like I said. Because right now, over at the other place, I'm just going to be making pretty much plastic, because we need a lot more plastic than we do rubber. Or for right now, so it seems. So, what I want to do is go see if we can find wherever the bauxite is. And we also got to get some SAM. If we can get the SAM, I think we'll be doing a heck of a lot better, for one thing. Because that's going to help us out a lot. Is all I got to do is mine a little bit, and we still have to go over to that Caterium and get that done. But I got to go over to the SAM first, because I have to get that going, and that's a long ways over there. I don't remember exactly where it is, but I want to mine a little bit of SAM. We'll probably just get some from hand or whatever. Try to get a few pieces, and then we can see if we can get some other stuff going from there. So the SAM is over there, if you remember that. And if you did not see that episode, I will link it in the video so you can check that out. There is some good SAM over there. I just want to get a few pieces and see if we can begin scanning that. First, I have to get over there. I will get a thing on here, a miner, and start mining this soon. I just want to try to get some pieces so that we can have it. We haven't gotten any at all.
The strange alien matter, colloquially known as SAM, seems to be in its dormant crystalline state, meaning it won't break down your body into its base atomic components on touch. This living matter is extremely versatile and has countless applications. Research it in a MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and application, as well as a secure method of awakening.
Okay. Interesting. I did not know that's what SAM stood for, but that's interesting. So, alien matter. Can't remember what the S was for, but strange alien matter, I guess it was. And, yeah, I'm going to try to gather at least 50, and then we'll head back over. Okay, I gathered 50 pieces of SAM now. And we also need to go see about some sort of bauxite or something. But first I want to go scan this and go see what we can do with it. Let's get over there. Let's get back to our tractor, and let's just go ahead and head back. We will see what we can do with it. I will build a driller on there, and then we'll start moving it over so that we can get it going on our other areas for sure. We just got to go see what we can do first, and that's going to be the hard part. Let's go on over to the MAM and let's go see if we can do something with that SAM. No rhyme intended, but you know. Okay. So now I have to figure out alien megafauna. Okay, we've done all of that. We need to do some more things there, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Alien technology. Okay, that is SAM. We needed 10. Sweet. Let's go ahead and research this.
Strange alien matter analysis completed. Dormant crystalline SAM can now be found with the resource scanner. In its dormant state, it is safe to handle without special equipment and can be stored indefinitely. Research for enabling the reanimation of dormant SAM is now available.
Fill the rivers with blood and let the effigies defile our temples. The sun will follow.
Okay, that was strange. Now, we can go ahead and do this one too. We only need 20 for it. Let's do reanimated SAM, and let's go and start this research.
SAM reanimation recipe unlocked. SAM can now be safely awakened, provided it is contained. Meaning, if not contained in special electromagnetic storage, it tends to start breaking atomic bonds of any matter it has physical contact with, and reconstructing it into easily transportable resources.
Scripture and blood compose harmony. Follow our hallowed temple halls and listen to the echoes of your ripples. Our bones are more beautiful than yours.
Okay. Now, we have 10 left, and that's what we have, I do believe. So we can do that, and then we can do... We need 100 pipes, and we already have all of the wire. I had to come over here to see how much of this we can make. We cannot make what we need for the next thing in the MAM, because I was looking at this over here. If we go to the alien technology, then it says we need 10 of these, and it takes 4 in the thing here to, let me see, let me go ahead and click on this. So it takes 4 of those to equal 1 of the reanimated SAM. We don't have enough SAM, so I'm not going to be able to do that right now. And that's a-okay. We can go ahead and get started on some other things. I just need to put that stuff back. And now we can begin doing some other important things. I do want to get SAM drilled, but we'll worry about that soon. Let me just go ahead and go to V. Nope. I want to do, so we can do SAM now. Awesome. We can scan for that. Let's do, where's the bauxite? Wow, where is that at? I thought that we could do bauxite. Where's that? Maybe we can't quite do that yet, huh? Okay, well, we're going to have to definitely go see what it's going to take to do bauxite. Let me just look at one of these here real quick. We can't do anything there. I'm going to have to go see how the heck we get that bauxite open. Oh, I also did one other thing. I forgot that we can do the Fix-It Blueprints Mark II. Everything is ready for launch. So let's go ahead and launch this, and then we'll have the Fix-It Blueprints Mark II.
Milestone reached. The Blueprint Mark II improves upon the Mark I in every dimension, except for the metaphysical ones. This improvement was made available due to complaints from pioneers about other pioneers not being capable of managing their space efficiently. We listen to pioneers, always.
Yeah, yes. Okay, bauxite refinement. Scannable bauxite. So we have to select this milestone, and we're going to have to get all of that stuff, which is not that big of a deal. Let's just go ahead and start loading stuff in. 250 motors, 500 rubber, 100 of those heavy modular frames, and 100 computers. And then we'll be able to scan the bauxite. That's going to be awesome.
Milestone reached. Bauxite is refined into aluminum products via a multi-step process. Considering your past achievements, you should have the minimum required skill to overcome these new production challenges. If it helps, many others have done this before, so if you fail, someone else will eventually succeed.
Okay. That's lovely, yes. Not untrue, but still. Alright, so now that we have that, we should be able to go to V. And now, there we go. Haha! Bauxite, bauxite. We can scan for bauxite. Don't know where it is. It's like there's some way over there, and it's all going to be over there. And the closest one is going to be way over that way. So what we ought to do is head over there and go see if we can find the bauxite. What I'm going to have to do is probably build a couple of miners. So let me go see about doing that. We might as well go and see about the SAM too, and getting some miners on that, and at least get something filled up there. I think that would be for the best. Is all I gotta do is figure out where in the heck I put my shop. Forgot that I put the shop right behind the man. Okay, let's go see. We have a couple of portable miners. Let's go ahead and do 4 of those because we're gonna need those anyway. We could just do a Mark 1, which would actually be good enough for now, and then we could upgrade it later. Okay. Let's go see about this and what we need for the miner Mark 1. Looks like we may have enough stuff, but I want to grab some more iron plates, and I think we should be okay. So I noticed that there's a bauxite behind me, but I don't know where it is. I'm wondering if it's going to be up on that upper area, that arch way up there, and if it is, I have to figure out a way to get to it, and I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that. So what I'm going to do is go back this way. It's like 300 meters back this way. I don't believe that it is back over here, but I can always take a look. So let me just go do a little looking back here. And if not, we're going to have to find a way to figure out where it is. We have found a few, like, nodes that we can mine with our hand, but no major nodes like we have found with, like, the iron and copper and all of that stuff. So that's something we're definitely going to have to look at. And the only thing I can think of is that it might be, like, up there. Let me go see what I can figure out up here, if anything. So if I can, it would be really good to get some things figured out besides dying. Okay. Got him once. Let me go see if I can get him again. Okay, he is now gone, and I'm thinking that the bauxite could potentially be up here, but I really don't know. I've never been up here. It's quite cool looking up here, I do gotta say, but I think it's even farther up above us. But let's go grab this first. I don't know how we're gonna get up here. I guess with great difficulty. Sweet, let's go pick up this guy.
Witness a single strand of the tapestry.
Alright, we got another Mercer Sphere. Now we are in a new area that is very interesting. Don't know what I think about it. Looks dangerous. But I guess that's the way that this is done, right? You gotta go into more dangerous areas to find things. And I'm thinking that is probably Caterium. Just gonna take a look. Might as well just go and get this. And then we'll look around for the bauxite some more. Okay, Bauxite says it's 200 meters away. And it looks like it's pretty much right above us. But I really don't know. That's a dangerous area. How we're going to get up there. Because over there is not a very good way to go. And we're not going to be able to go very far that way. So what I'm going to do is see if there's any way that I can find a way to get up a little bit farther up. I really don't know because, again, I've never been up there. So this is going to be all new. Let me see if I can find a way up there, and I'll come back once I have something. There is the yellow power slug behind us, and I would like to go see if we can get it. So what I have to do is watch out for the enemies around here. Let's just go ahead and get him. Normally these guys are in a lot harder areas, so that's kind of surprising that he was just right here. Which is very interesting. Yay, 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 yay. Okay, one's down. Okay, let's go get the other one. Sweet. Okay, got the two spitters. So now we have them. Now let's go see if we can find that bauxite. I just don't know exactly where up here it's going to be. I guess I could just go and do a quick check here. See if we're close. Oh. Okay. Yikes. Okay, looks like it's up over that way and right up over that way. So that's a long ways away. Thought we were fairly close to it, but apparently we are not. We've just seemed to gotten farther. And I don't really understand that.
Your waves lap at our shores. When will you land?
I am getting fairly close to it now, and it is a pain to get to. That's all I can say. It is a royal pain. It is right over there, but I just don't know, and there's a Mercer sphere right here. I'm just going to go and collect it.
We watch the waves of the effigies in the shallows passing through the windows, and they're all the same. There is no resonance growth. Sing.
I just called the Fix-It doctors. They told me there is definitely no danger from repeat exposure to these signals. In fact, they said it is good for you. I apologize, but the call dropped suddenly, otherwise they would have told you themselves. The good news is you should run towards these strange and dangerous-looking objects whenever you find them. Doctor's orders.
Hey, yeah. That is a long ways down. My tractor's submerged right now, so I'm not able to get to it. I'm going to have to unbuild it and rebuild it again to get down off of this huge mountain. But if I can get anything set up, I think that would be good. And I just got to go find that doggone bauxite. I'm getting close. I feel like it should be right around here somewhere. Just where around here is, I don't know. So, I just do have to go see. Well, might as well go and take out that guy and go see if I can find us somewhere over there, or so I hope. Guess he is kind of trapped back there for right now. And I am okay with that. All right. Sheesh. Not one of the easy ones either. Okay, yikers. Luckily that thing was there, because if it wasn't for that plant, I don't know what I would do. I'd probably be dead. Let's get over there and let's go see if we can get that yellow one, and then we should, I hope, be getting close to the bauxite. So here is this guy, which is good. Now, just need to go see if I can find out where that bauxite is, because again, I think it's going to be a little bit higher than what I'm thinking. Should be in the right area somewhere here. 177. So what that tells me is that it is definitely going to be up top. And right now, I don't know how to get up there. So I guess we're not going to get the this bauxite for sure, unless it is all the way down there. But I'm thinking that it's right over there, and it has to be up there. I have been all over the place trying to find that bauxite, and I'll go ahead and show you right now. So if I get off here and I hit V, there we go. Okay, so if I go to there, you can see where all it is spawning. There's some up there, there's some there, and there's some there. And right now, I am having a heck of a time trying to get to it. There is a marker up there, as you can see right there, that says slug. It is right there where that bauxite is, and that's good. It doesn't really matter which one I get. I don't care which one I get. I'm just trying to get one of them. And I need to get up there. But there is a problem, and I'll show you that in a minute. Let me go ahead and I think I need these right here. These nobelisk and this nobelisk detonator. If you remember, we have been... Okay. Trying to, you know, we've been blown up before by those things, you know, those packages that look like normal packages. I have to figure out okay, now press R to reload, and how do we do this? Do we... Okay, there we go. Sweet. So now it is attached to there. And then I believe that we're just going to hit the button. No. All right, there we go. We blew up a rock. Now we know how to do that. Let's take that off again. I don't want to have that because, you know, we don't need that. And we uncovered a little bit of limestone. So we have that now. Now, I'll show you why that is important after I get this completely refilled on coal. So I do believe that I have found some bauxite. Or a way to get to bauxite is what I should say. Let me show you where that is, and hopefully we will be able to do this. So you know where that Sam is, right over there, where that guy is standing right where the antenna is. And we went to there, we got a little bit of Sam, as you know, and if you take this little walkway here, or driveway, whatever you want to call it, that little path, come over here, follow this whole ridge around, try not to run into trees, and follow this ridge around. I got it. Why, these tractors are so freaking squirrely. What are you caught on? Good grief, you get caught on everything, I swear. Anyway, he's caught on a rock, and you just gotta watch out for stuff like crazy. It is so swirly up here. You gotta follow this ridge right here, and go all the way around, and then we're gonna go farther up, and I'll show you where we are going as soon as I can get over there. Now that the SAM is behind us right there, let's turn up this way, just following all along that lake. And, oh, hey, look. Nice. I didn't even know he was here. I'd been up here, because I, you know, kind of followed this way, but I didn't know where I was going. So all I know is I tried everything and fell and died, and, well, it was not a lot of fun. So I decided to try to come up this way because I didn't know where else to go. There are a couple of routes. Right now, I'm going to turn around here this way. And right there, you can see some of those cracked rocks. There will be enemies around here if you've not been up here. Let's just go ahead and put this guy right back on again. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw him about right there. And now let's just go ahead and let's blow that up. Okay, that should take care of that. One thing that I was trying to do, but I wasn't successful, and I'll give you a demonstration with that rock over there, is I was doing something, and I'll go and show you that right now, what I was doing. Let me just, this guy back on. Okay, H. And then I'm going to go to Q. And if you try this, it will not work. If you take your foundations and you try to go over these at all, anywhere over them at all, it will not work. So you cannot build over it. You have to destroy them. No matter what you do, if it is even close to them, it will not work. And you cannot do it. It will not let you. So that is something to know. If you are, trying to get up to a place, you must destroy the rocks. I did not know that. I was trying to build over that, and it was not letting me. I'm like, okay, well, we have to do something. And then I remembered those nobelisks. I did also look it up to see what to do with those cracked rocks, and it said to use a nobelisk on it. And so I did, and so now we know. Now, we're in a completely new area. I've never, ever been up here before, and now we have to basically make our way to all the way over here. Think that we can do that up here, but I'm not going to swear to it. Well, I took out a creature and made him jump all over the place. Oh yeah, those flying bugs. I forgot about that. I'm getting very close. At least from what I can tell. I took out a creature. Let me just go ahead and make sure I take out that one too. And it looks like it may be just right over there. Okay. I hope it's right over there. That's all I can say. Well, we've gotten a few of these spheres. That's good.
The voiceless effigy creates bodies in their waves, but does not notice the shore. Is our melody not beautiful?
Detecting abnormal brainwave activity again. Activating artificial brainwave resonator.
Your shallow song has no rhythm. The river erodes our temples without prayers and washes away our scripture without deepening. Consume.
I believe this is one of those moments where the scientist would yell, "Eureka!" But that seems entirely too dramatic. It seems they are somehow organically emulating human speech. Fascinating. Continue exposing yourself to alien artifacts.
I like how she had to qualify that. That was funny. That was hilarious. Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking, but, I didn't really want to say it. Alright, I am going to try to fly over there, and I'm going to go see what happens. I do want to go see if what I am seeing is in fact correct, but I don't know how I get over there. And right now, this has been anything but tough. Well, looks like I have to go down there, but I don't know how I'm going to get up there to get over there. I really don't know how I'm going to do this. It looks like it's right there. Oh, that's a long ways away. Holy moly. That looks close. That is not close. Okay. I have no idea how we get to that, if that is where it is. Unless it's in lower place, because we already went down there. And that's the only place that we have not been to. I don't know exactly how I would get up higher to get up on those. I guess I can always go try. I do believe I'm going to get to that bauxite yet. Now, getting down is going to be the fun part. Getting back home, that is. So, I built something just like I did over there to that Caterium. So that way I can actually get down onto there. It's all I could think of to do. I just have to kind of do this very, very carefully, because falling is going to be bad. Some ramps here, and then it drops down, and then it straightens back up. And I can drop right up onto here. Oh shoot, we got some guys. I'm gonna have to kind of, not die. So let me get over here. Probably get up on there and go see if I can take care of those yahoos. Hey! Got everybody done. Good. I saw this from over there, so I knew that there was at least something up here. And it is pure bauxite, so that's great. Okay, now, I don't believe we have any power anywhere close by, and we are a freaking long ways up. Yeah, and power's not going to get up here easy at all. We're definitely going to have to get something to get up here, and that's going to be a huge problem. But we at least have it. So, let me just go ahead and see what happens. We get 3 bauxite at a time. Let me just go ahead and put a miner or 2 on. Okay. That'll help. That will give us what we need. And now we should be doing okay. This guy's going to get loaded. And then we will at least have that. So I marked it and then I made it an active thing. So that is really good. And now we can go ahead and get a whole bunch of bauxite. And even if we just have to somehow make our way back up here, I guess that's what we have to do. And getting up here is going to be a problem. So I am going to have to figure out a way to do this better. Let's go ahead and gather what bauxite we can from here. And then we're going to head back home. And I already have a way back home plan. So we're just going to go and grab that, and then we're going to let that fill up to another 100. And what I may actually do too is just go ahead and put on another one. So that way we can get a couple hundred at a time. And that would be really good. That would help out a lot. So we do have 100 right now. It isn't going to take long for that to get refilled up. And then we should be doing pretty good. I'm just going to go ahead and drop this into here. So there's 6 bauxite there, and then we should also have another 100 somewhere up there. There we go. There's the other 100. I'm going to sort that so it's easier to find. Now we're going to have quite a bit of bauxite, and that's awesome. Just going to go ahead and grab what I can out of here. This thing fills up so fast, and that is actually pretty good. And then, of course, we will get a regular miner on there eventually. Just for right now, we're not going to be doing that because we're just pretty much out of time. I have been struggling to find this and all of that. So right now, I have ramps going down. And I'm just going to leave the ramps that we got to get up here there. Because we may need them at some point in time in the near future to, you know, get like uranium or whatever. And so these are these ramps right here. So I'm going to drive down these, then drive down the next set. These ramps right here are the ones that are in the dunes that we always have to jump across and all of that. So I have them going all the way down to the bottom. And this will get us home. And this is what I'm really going for, is just trying to get ourselves back home again, so that we can unload this and at least go see. And then we can come back over here really easy and get to the bauxite. That was a pain to get to. And I don't know if there's any other bauxite on the map or not. I have no idea. I'm assuming that there is. It's just that had to be the one that we had to go for, because that was one of the quote easiest, closest ones. And it was not easy, and it was not very close either, I can tell you that much. Kept on going the wrong way and getting lost and everything, and you don't want to see the path that I took. It was very long and took a very long time to try to figure out where in the heck that stuff was. So now we have bauxite. We'll have to refine and do all that stuff later, but for right now, we at least have some, and that's going to help out quite a bit. So this is Satisfactory. The bauxite is way up there. Getting to it is not easy, and it would be best if we had a different way to get up there, but that does work, and that's about the only way that I can think of to actually get up there, and it works. So once we find a good, better, real path, I will think about removing those, but that works to get around, and that's what I use them for. If you've enjoyed this episode, drop a like on the video, and now we can get that refined, and we can start making the aluminum casings and whatever else that we need, because, you know, that's what we have to do, and that's what we have in here. So we have all of this. So we have aluminum scrap and packaged aluminum and all of this stuff. We can also do raw quartz and everything else, so we can begin making the next things, because then we can get this open. And once we have 100 of the clad aluminum, all clad aluminum sheets, then we can get the hover pack, and that should help us out to get around a little bit easier. You have a great day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.